They were winning really hard. And,
so you're not. So you're a fan of the PL?
I'm not a fan of the PL himself, but I give respect to what the PL can achieve. And I also like the build that Sing Sing went for, as opposed to this whole stack kind of build that you see on so many cores these days. He went in for the diffuser blade.
Okay, that's pretty common. Did he go Vlad's at all?
Yes. It was Vlad's, Treads, Diffusal, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty standard. That seems like right now the competitive standard build.
Is that what everyone's been going for? Because I've seen a couple of PLs where they would go into like Yasha still.
Oh, those guys are smoking crack. No,
okay.
it's the Vlad's Diffusal. I think that's the best build too.
It's just so crazy with the PL. The reason why I kind of like this PL compared to the old PL, which would be like your Radiant style PL, is the fact that you're able to create so many illusions out of nowhere. So you can be overly aggressive, but you can also be massively defensive. Like every 10 seconds, every 10 seconds after it's level 4, you can doppelganger, and you're safe for 1 second. I feel like they've given an ability like Phase Shift over to PL.
The battle begins.
While actually giving him more damage than a puck could ever achieve.
This will come in handy.
Yeah, the only thing about PL is that...
Little bit of trouble.
There is.
Yeah, Owie picked him up and threw him back, and they got the Troll Warlord as well as Queen of Pain there. And charge in. First blood goes to Troll Warlord, however, before Fear could connect. Well, we got.
Yeah, I mean.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Let's finish PL.
Okay, so with PL, it's a bit weird because you kind of have to. You have to like. It occupies this weird range. It's like this odd power curve where he's really weak. And then he gets really strong, and then he kind of gets weak again, and then in the ultra late game where illusions matter a lot, he's strong again. And so building him correctly is definitely really important. I think the Vlad's into Diffusal Blade build though is good because it shores up most of his early game weaknesses. It gives you a mechanic to stay in the lane. It makes your illusions really strong. It allows you to push really hard. I don't know how I feel about the Yasha item. I don't think that it really benefits him as much as the other build, like you were talking about.
I'm all for the other build. I'm all for the Vlads and Diffusal. I'm all for this as well. It has been a very long time since I've seen somebody play a core tree and protector in a lane. If there was anyone to do it, it kind of had to be PPD.
I've played against him in solo queue like 6 times, and every single game he's tree, and I don't know if that's a coincidence or something, but I agree with you there.
I don't know if you remember some of the games. It would have been back like almost 4 seasons of Starladder. And it was BZZ who played this core tree and protector. And he hit like a truck. And they played it with just a simple support, like working the same way Rubik would. Where you start with a leech seed, so you've got this instant slow to just beat into him. And then you follow up with the telekinesis and you finish the job.
Yeah. If you really think about it, like nothing outlasted a Treant.
Yep.
And he's not gonna die. He's got a lot of HP. He's got 93 base damage. Because of the way that living armor works on Leech Seed, ganking him isn't even really worth it. And his lane sustain is excellent. Like he's got a calling blade. How's that PL ever gonna get CS?
They're charging him. This should be our second kill right now in favor of EG. Swindle balance. He said SB was the greatest one for closing the distance. When Owie and Fear are able to walk up, so basically in front of the camps where Enigma was trying to farm, and just do that. They even left one of these giant wolves behind, so the camp isn't even full if Enigma comes back.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of this Dazzle pickup, because remember, we casted yesterday, right? And they picked an SF and a Shadow Demon, and an Earthshaker, right? So they pick a vulnerable mid, but then they had Goblek playing the Earthshaker mid. Like, that's a much better defensive hero than this Dazzle is, because with Earthshaker, you can actually create space around the map and do stuff while playing defensively. But with this Dazzle, he just has to kind of sit behind him and wait and watch, and it's not like you can really create a scenario in which you're going to kill the troll using the Dazzle, right? Like, if this was an Earthshaker, we have a much better chance, but because you picked a Dazzle, I almost feel like it's too defensive, especially since you have an Enigma on top of that. Like, these lanes just feel a little bit greedy by complexity to me.
Yeah, you're trying to run a safe lane Centaur when EG's running a Spirit Breaker. Like, that in itself should be also a little bit greedy. Because they're going to be ganking you. Like, you've got an off-lane Queen of Pain, so she's already going to try and win the lane and make sure you can't get any farm. We're going mid again.
Yeah, they need a counter-initiate
The Observer Ward should see it. The Observer Ward saw him come in.
Okay, so Swindle should just play back in this area.
Fierce not back it out in this one. Howie at least takes away the damage from the sniper. Jonathan gonna go into the melee brawling axe, which means Dazzle can't even attack him. The Shallow Grave will protect the sniper. He still can't connect. And Jonathan's waiting for this one as the Enigma's moved in from the dire jungle. Fear will finally drop as Aoi just beating him to Dazzle. He's got 2 points up in the Fade Vault, but it's not enough damage. He started getting the aggro from the tower. So it's a 3-for-1 trade-off in the mid.
Yeah, they knew that was going to go badly and they didn't stop. Like that, the likelihood of that gank going off and succeeding like that was pretty low. They do manage to kill the sniper again, but I'm not sure that's entirely worth it since you lose 3 heroes. And we talked about how the Dazzle can't really do much offensively, but it's a really good defensive hero, and if you're pushing into him like that, you're just going to give him free levels in XP.
Yeah, it did seem kind of crazy. I'm watching now the charge up to the top lane, PPT. He's waiting for the right time to now leech seed so he can get some life back as well as pummel into this PL. And there's no way, actually, he can doppelganger.
I don't think he dies here. I think he just gets away.
See, this is something which I just don't understand how you can beat a PL. How are you meant to kill him when you've got such an ability like doppelganger?
I think you just need some AoE abilities, and if you even have one way to lock him down, he's quite easy to kill. Because he doesn't have like fantastic move speed. Once Doppelganger is on CD, and it's only like level 1 or 2, you can do some stuff to him. The issue is early game EG's lineup, all of their spells are really easily dispellable, right? Like the charge, like you just saw at top, it was really easily stopped by him just doppelganging away. Treant's not really gonna stop him. Like he ults and then what? You just doppelganger away. I guess the only way they're gonna kill him is if they have the Queen of Pain to burst damage him down, and Rubik starts with a lift.
But even then, you're gonna have to start. Yeah, Rubik starts with a lift. I was about to say you have to start with an Orchid or something like that to make that work.
Yeah, you just need some. You need like 1 stun and then he's dead. That's the issue with PL right now. Is the early game is still kind of average on him to mediocre. And right now at top, he's not really farming all that well. Like PPD's got 28 CS compared to him.
You should also check out the bottom CS. 37-12 for Universe right now, up against 7-1 Centaur. Yeah, he's fighting the levels. He's going to have a level 6, but this isn't really the situation you're searching for your person you throw in your safe laner.
Yeah, and they just kind of picked a little bit greedy in that regard as well. But I mean, Centaur's not meant to have a good laning phase here.
I think Universe is searching for a kill. He could kill off Centaur here. Scream.
I think he just TP's out.
Sonic, yeah.
Under attack.
And now he's too far away. And he already used telekinesis anyway.
Yeah, the likelihood of that getting off is really low. But Universe still does have he has so much farm right now. He's got 40 CS. The Enigma has 30, so he's sandwiched in the middle of EG's heroes, but those are jungle camps. They don't mean as much. The Troll's got 29. The Sniper's been heavily pressured this game, so I don't really see him getting too much farm. And they're trying to make a move on him mid right now.
Yeah, but the PL can't reach him. The PL's got a wonderful thing in the DD rune. So Doppelganger will get it.
Does he really do anything though?
The PL with the DD?
Yeah, I don't know if he...
I would say he does, because you've basically got like you've got the Doppelganger to get you in range, and if that's not even far enough, you then still got the Phantom Rush.
I just don't know if he can use it to kill anyone. He'd have to TP. Maybe... Because he's not going to kill a Queen of Pain.
Oh, yes. I was looking at mid. I was looking at Troll Warlock. Okay, they're charging up the Enigma. He doesn't want to black all this one. In fact, he is 100%. Well, maybe not dead. Dazzle comes in. Take back my 100%. 99.9 recurring, of course. Now he's sitting on the edge. The assassination. And no blink to dodge it. Troll Warlock's got the Enigma in the meantime, though. Moving over towards the Dazzle as that scream. They kill off the sniper. Centaur comes in as well. Jonathan's going to find a double kill here.
Universe, don't kill yourself!
Oh, he's okay. But you're worried about him killing himself on return.
He had 22 HP, and then he had to cancel his enemy. He's like, oh.
Trigger stick charges before fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That made me more nervous than it should have, but... So, at top, PL does use the DD. He's just not getting a lot of farm. Like, that's Complexity's issue right now. It's like they've gotten some return kills, but they don't really matter too much if you're not getting them on core heroes. Like, the heroes that matter right now that they absolutely need farm on are probably this PL and this Centaur, especially the Centaur. Like, they have no way to initiate a fight without the Centaur right now. And if you don't have an initiator, you're just kind of sitting back and waiting and trying to counter-initiate using the Dazzle. And if EG, if they weren't being a little bit clowny this game, they could just sit back and split farm and look to pick off the Centaur multiple times. Because look at his farm right now. He's got 378 gold. He doesn't even have Tranquil Boots right now. Like, I don't even know if it's efficient to just straight up rush a Blink here. He should still get Tranquils.
If he rushes a Blink, then he's going to have no life points when he jumps in.
Yeah, and it's going to be like a 20-minute Blink dagger on top of that too, which is my concern.
Universe is about to kill him. The charge comes in from Fear. He's got no way out. He's stuck here for 8 seconds time. The Centaur's still going to die. There was TP coming in, but they just let it go. And looks like PPD has a Quelling Blade, so he cuts free. Fear from his confinement.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, I don't actually know how that
attack.
happens, how you get stuck into the trees like that, but EG pick up the kill on the Centaur. He did manage to buy out though, so no gold lost.
It's because Spirit Breaker doesn't break all the trees when he
Radiant
runs through them.
structures are fortified.
Yeah, it's so weird though, it just looks clowny. Like, it's like he's phasing through things.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
He moves
attack.
so quickly, he
Dire's
goes into a
top
different
tower.
dimension.
Radiant's bottom
I
tower
can
has
appreciate that.
fallen.
What a good guy.
Yeah. Speed breaks all. Should make him talk to the Flash.
That show is so
Dire's
terrible that I
top
can't
tower
stop
is
watching
under
it.
attack.
PPD's hunting couriers. PPD, one hit would actually kill that courier from PPD. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong.
I don't think so.
There's 105 points versus 111 damage. So
Yeah, but it's got 10. Yeah, but it's got 10 armor.
Dire's top tower has
Assassination's not going to work. Ow, he's able to pick up Swindlemelon. So PPD goes back invis and then living armors. Very easy pick up on Centaur as I just follow the flavor of
Radiant's middle
courier.
tower is under attack.
Because here's the issue right now with complexity. Like I said, they have no way to initiate a fight. Like, they just have to stand behind and let this happen, and then they kind of just have to hope that EG overextends. And they did that the first time in, right? They lost 3 heroes, but that's been their only 3 kills in the game so far.
Too good for the ulti. Sonic Wave from Universe. He did kill him before that executes.
Dire's top
And Centaur
tower
is going
is
to come in
under
with the fight. PPD losing a lot of life points. This
Radiant's
courier
middle
boldly
tower
going where no courier's gone before. Delivering in the urn.
Dire's structures are
It's still a 2-2
fortified.
situation and the urn comes in
Dire's
after
top tower
the
is
fight.
under attack.
Meanwhile, up on top lane, the push coming out from TLK as well as the Freak. These tier 2 towers take a considerable amount of damage, and they're charging it again. EG do not give up, and Fear, okay, this time he's going to pull out at the last moment.
Dire's top
Yeah,
tower
that was
is
definitely
under
not the right
attack.
play. But Aziz is kind of farming a little bit better now. He's got 1,000 gold on
Dire's
top of him.
top tower has
After they took
fallen.
that top tower now too, he's actually got a big amount of farm now. Like, if he can get a Blink Dagger, I want to say about 16-minute mark, I think him plus one other hero who smokes up, they try to maybe look for a fight or two. I guess they could split pressure this map. The problem is the Dazzle can't be at 3 places at once, and they've already lost both of their tier 1 towers, so it's really dangerous for Complexity to farm right now. Like, when you had those tier 1 towers, all the Dazzle has to do is keep a TP up at all times. Like, look at his build right now. He recognizes that they're not going to initiate into fights, so he has 0 levels of Poison Touch. And he's only just focusing on the Grave and the Shadow Wave, which is really rare to see.
He's just the saving grace. The Guardian Angel, you could say, without being Omni Knight.
Maybe Omni would have been better.
Maybe. I'm kind of interested to see what PPD is going to be building into. Like, you went Arcane Boost as well as the Quelling Blade. But I was thinking, this is a tree of protector, man. I mean, you could do a lot of lifting with this. Remember the old tree of protectors when they built Radiance? Like, those were the days.
Radiance Mask of Madness, that was the build.
Oh, so good. Jonathan, get the hell out of there. They thought they could go for Roshan having just the helm of the Dominator, but they don't have a Vengeful Spirit, and there's no Alpha Wolf to help them out as well.
Yeah, they could probably do it, but it would take them so long, and you don't want to fight in an enclosed space against a Sniper, a Centaur, and an Enigma. Like, the Enigma's farm is actually quite mediocre. Oh well, no, he's got mech now. It's still a little bit behind, but I think they warded his camps and so on, because I saw him in the Dire Jungle, right?
Yeah,
So this is kind of expected.
But the hilarious thing is, when he came back, he came in for that big mid fight.
Yeah, that was good for him. He actually got a lot out of that. I think he actually got the assist on the troll mid as well.
Now we find where his one assist comes from. He's only got one of them though.
Yeah, that's actually not too surprising. It's an Enigma. You're just meant to farm, get a quick mech. The issue right now for Complexity is that he's got a mech now, but they don't really have a good way to take a fight until Centaur has his Blink Dagger. Like, I can't stress that enough. I'm gonna say it until he gets one. So they have to wait around.
Centaur being dragged back, and that's a very quick kill. Jonathan, nice Sonic Wave, Dazzle, can't even get the Shallow Grave off in time. And Fear just charging all the way through to hit the sniper, with another trying to push him straight back to Universe with the double kill. This quad moving so well across the map. For the 14 kills, Universe has been involved in 11 of them, claiming 4 himself.
Yeah, they had to know that the Roshan attempt was going to come up soon, and so fighting into the middle of the river, they don't have a ton of vision of the Dire Hill. They were kind of a little bit blind there, and that's what I was talking about in terms of Spirit Breaker being the ultimate counter to Sniper. As soon as his front line died, like the Centaur goes down, there's really nothing that's going to defend him against Fear just charging at him. Like, look at Fear's network. He's got the turret, but he can still almost use the Sniper.
PPD's in a little bit of trouble. They're going to be down, they're going to dust, he's going to ulti, and then, well, what else has he got? He's got 7-1 charges, keeps running, and the dust rate 3. He's actually he's surviving through this, and they may even turn. With Fear charging in, nope. Decision was not great, and he pulls out.
They just don't have enough damage. Like, there's a grave, a mech still up. I think the likelihood of taking this fight without your entire team ready is kind of low. Anyway, is
PVD's actually TPing out inside Nature's guys.
Oh, he's actually charging in. I don't think they go for this, though. Everyone's about to respawn. They have to know about that.
No. He backed out.
Oh, Blink Dagger's completed on Centaur. That's a pretty reasonable time, considering the fact that he's 1 in 5. Like, I expected him to get it around the 20-minute mark with that kind of kill-death ratio.
Did he must have got a critical kill somewhere. To get that much money that short time.
I actually can't remember who he killed.
Maybe he was the one to kill off the Queen of Pain.
Oh.
Jonathan.
But he's got ingots though.
Yeah, and now he's looking around for this. He wants to try and help out. He doesn't want to take Centaur's stomp, so he gets a pick up on Centaur, throws him back, gets a 3-man stomp with that, and with the Whirling Axe's melee, you still got that high miss chance, so that was never going to work. And in fact, he gave it to Roshan to stop the Centaur with a fake off the beyond damage, and Phoenix goes in the bottom. The Sonic Wave, man, that skill is so huge. The black hole from Seafreak as well. He doesn't steal, now he does. Can he actually steal the black hole? No, he can't. He's in for the wall with the hook stomp, but it's already done. 5 heroes down for Complexity. 19-5 on the board. Leech C, which is giving EG everything they needed for that. I can't believe the score rate to Sonic Wave. The animation is so deceiving.
Yeah, it hit such a large cone, and probably the bigger thing there was that Jonathan didn't die. It was a really nice play by AUI, baiting up the high ground, and they wasted just enough time for this team to come. I think with Complexity, the issue is they ran up that high ground completely blind. Swindle's peeking it right now. I know he's got to be pissed about that, because that definitely wasn't the call. Like, walking up that high ground blind, I mean, there could have been more heroes there, and then it gave EG enough time to reassemble. Like, Complexity should have been okay with just getting the Aegis and then getting out. I think they kind of got bloodlust, and they thought to themselves, okay, the troll's really low, here's our ideal time to fight, but they were so clumped up, and your Centaur got immediately popped in the beginning of the fight. You have to get out of there at that point and take what you can get.
I'm just going to flag too how much damage was done by EG's team after they won that fight. Like, they forced out 2 towers so quickly, and when you turn on the battle trance with someone like a Treant Protector, I don't know if that's even pushing faster than heroes like Bristleback do. Alwa's got Nimbus, and he's right on top of the Enigma. The charge is coming in from the Spirit Breaker, so they can just start on the Enigma, throw him back down again, and he's still got the What's he going to steal this time? Actually steals the Blood, so Al's got something more to fight with. Freak's still going to drop. He got the Maleficent over on Rubik, but with the living armor, PPD will keep him alive.
Yeah, he was going to use that to farm now. This is so perfect for a player like him. I doubt he keeps it for very long, but he's going to be really happy while he has it.
Well, there's so many different things for him to steal.
Yeah, this is a dream Rubik game. There's the black hole, which he couldn't get. There's just so much going on in that fight, and he had the hoof stomp, which I think was the correct idea. There's anything from Sniper will be okay, because you get all 3 charges of Shrapnel if you take it, and Snipe's not even that bad to have. Anything from Centaur is alright as well, and if you can still Dazzle's Grave, even a Shadow Wave isn't that bad for you at this point.
I would take anything from Dazzle
Radiant's
apart from Poison
bottom
Touch.
tower is under attack.
Yeah. Does he should have a level of it now. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
So bottom, look at PPD's positioning though. He's actually completely aware.
He can't go for the kill just yet because he's 11 seconds away from having his ulti off cooldown.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
But he's definitely there in case Complexity get that Bloodlust again, decide to walk uphill.
Yeah, that's really good positioning by Peter. Walking around like that. Like he went all the way around the long way, and he's been walking around invis. Just a good job by him. Complexity though, their saving grace is that they do have cores that create space quite well. Their Centaur, props to this guy. Like he had a miserable laning phase, but he still manages to farm the Blink Dagger at a reasonable time. The Enigma, the mech is really all that you can hope for at this point. Like it's been 19 minutes and he hasn't really item progressed at all, and I can't really comment on the Dazzle just because of the role he's had to play this game. He's like the medic. They can't expect him to get anything this game. The only time he's going to get levels or XP is in team fights.
How he still hasn't lost his conversions yet. Just loving it. Yeah. Loving the money. I'm wondering too if I'm going to see my second tree protected with the negative. Oh, no. Goodbye, PPD. He's not going to save himself from that one.
Yeah, and a little bit too greedy, I guess. I mean, they do pop a 5-man smoke for that, so it's probably okay for EG. Obviously, getting a kill at this point, though, when you're as behind as Complexity is, you're pretty excited about that. Like, it was a 14k net worth and like 12k experience ready at 20 minutes. If you're Complexity, you're okay with that kill. You have to get a tower out of this, though. Like, the Treant has been what's keeping most of the towers alive. You have to get a tower out of this.
You're not going to get a tower. Like, you got negative Centaur from the Queen of Pain. She just nuked this entire creep wave, and you got nothing left. In fact, all those conversions just went her way.
No, they got this. I think even with the living armor at this point, it should still go down.
Jonathan, with the welding access, they've lost a lot. Now with the jump in as well, from Fear Sniper, he's going to show a very, very early on, which exposes the Enigma, and they're living armoring the tower. So if they can't take the tide, then they're not going to get the tower either. This is when the fuse play was finally up as well for the PL. Was having minimal effect. Universe looking for another pick-off. But Complexity backed up.
Yeah, that was just such an awkward fight. Like, they're not establishing good vision in these fights, and EG, they're able to just get the jump and the collapse in so quickly. Like, they have better ward vision. They were defending by a tier 1 tower. I thought Complexity were gonna take... It was at like 40 HP, and then EG decided to jump with the living armor going off at the same time. And right now, like you said, Universe's ulti clears off everything. The PL he does have is the Fusel Blade, but he's only got 891 HP. Yeah. Like, if he gets hit by anything, he has to just run at that point. Like, he somehow has to occupy this weird space where he has to do a lot in fights, but he can't get revealed at any point. Because there is an Orchid right on the Queen of Pain. Yep. And now the EG have enough farm to just burst him down in 1 second. So it's like this weird situation. But if any hero can do it, it is the PL. Like, he's only died once this game.
I'm still liking this counter a lot better than the one I saw earlier today. Like a Luna up against a PL didn't really work because she had to get so close that the PLs were able to attack and replicate. And then she just died. Like, melted so quickly. Where in this case, with like a Sonic Wave, with an Aghanim Scepter, you're always going to have it. As well as Scream, you should take care of almost any PL illusion unless they're walking around with Heart and a whole bunch of other things. But just really highlight things.
Yeah. I don't think Luna's a good counter to Phantom Lancer. I think that's really deceptive. Like you said, the problem with Luna is that you have to get so close in just to attack anything, and if you're just wasting time on the PL illusions, what'll normally happen is people will just collapse on you because you don't want to BKB and just hit a bunch of PL illusions, right? Like, you have to be doing things in the middle of the fight, but because you have to be up so close and you're not very tanky, like, unless there's something that's going to instantly back you up, normally you just get popped immediately, and the PL can just flit around in and out, and you can't really tell which one the real one is.
It's just better to commit into the AoE damage, like the Queen of Pain.
Yeah. I think Quaff is a really good hero for this. I think, more than anything, it's just that EG have a really large advantage, that they're winning this more so than their lineup hard counters PL. Like, I think Complexity drafted too many defensive heroes, and they don't have enough heroes that can go around the map and do stuff. Like, they relied on this Enigma to get a really quick mechanism, but he was forced out of his jungle. Look at his item progression right now. I pointed out that he had a 13-minute mech, and what? He's got treads and 1,400 gold almost 10 minutes later on one of the fastest jungling heroes in the game. And your
middle tower is under attack.
He did get his Blink Dagger at an okay time considering his lane, but considering the context of the game, he needed to get it like 4 minutes faster for them to be able to get active on the map.
The problem you have for the Enigma as far as his farm goes is he hasn't had places to farm. We saw him very early on go to the dire jungle, but when he came back, there was a fight, there was maybe 2-3 minutes when he was really good. That's when that mech charge hit. And up to that point, they lost tier 1 towers on the mid, the bottom, and then the tier 2 towers on the bottom of the mid are gone. He can't move out to his own jungle, so EG effectively strangle Complexity to death.
Yeah, they just taken so much advantage of the map pool. There hasn't been a lot for Complexity to farm out because Peter actually hasn't been farming at all. He's just been walking around the map like this, non-stop.
What's this stampede for?
I think he was just trying to beat everybody out of the jungle. And Peter right now is in their base.
Wait, what?
Peter was in the middle of their base.
It looks like you almost managed to pick up the kill on the sniper.
Yeah, that's the thing about that matchup. I'm stressing to you, it's that you don't really even need that much farm on the Spirit Breaker, and he can almost kill the sniper by himself. Like, they had to pop the Centaur.
I love the build the way he's doing it, because then he really can, because the sniper can't fight back. Because he's got to
he just has to
disarm when he has to have his halberd. Like, if he's building that or not.
I'd imagine he isn't.
You think it's just going to be an SMY? Because it's the normal build for the Spirit Breaker, but I'm kind of liking just the effect you can have with the halberd on the sniper.
I think in a real game he would get a halberd. I guess that'll show, right? If they actually found PPD.
Sentry. And then Rachel came in. He gets his ulti off, but at the same time, you're just going to Roshan Aegis the Immortals into the Troll Warlord, who is so fat right now. With a 917, he's got a net worth of almost 17,000. What's his gold per minute? He's got a gold per minute of 650, and it's only barely in front of Universe.
There's 380 on the PLN bottom. Universe or Fear charges just to get there a little bit faster. I don't know how EG is going to high ground this. It's really difficult against an Enigma because you still don't want to get Black Hold, right? And if you 5-man like this, the sniper's just going to shrapnel like crazy, and it allows time for the PL to just get bigger and bigger.
They have to get pickoffs. That's the thing. I think that's what it comes down to, and that's the reason why Universe, who's about to finish his Scythe of Vice, is going to have everything that allows him to get pickoffs. The other part would also be getting Troll Warlord. I don't know if you want to go into a Blink Dagger or not, or you make him the big tank that can just walk up the hill and do it. So then you have like a man mode style. Give him living armor, give him a big tanky item. Maybe something like the Assault Cuirass could be worked in for him.
Yeah, I think a BKB is also... maybe it's mediocre. Once you have the Aegis, it kind of... It kind of takes away the point.
I'd prefer to see a killer. Hey, Halbert!
Okay, so it's somewhat serious.
Wait. PL's running into the trees. PBD's trying to chase him. If he ultis now, he would actually stop him, but that would be a completely blind ulti. I think you saw the end of the animation of the TP.
Yeah, he's just walking around. Like, Peter started at top, remember he was farming, and I want to point out that he had 34 CS at like 6 minutes, and it's 27 minutes in and he's got 54. He's just been walking around looking for kills and trying to set up his Spirit Breaker.
I wonder if there was even a stat that you could pull. How much distance have you walked across the map?
he's just been doing circles in this.
Like, can we get a tree pedometer? Strengthening his roots?
Radiant's top tower
working on those branches? Doing a fitness session?
Well, they don't really need him to farm anymore, is the thing. They've got a lot of farm on their cores. Like, Universe is huge. He's got a Hex on top of his Aghanims and his Orchid. Your Troll has an ungodly amount of farm. He's got a Scotty and SNY and Helmet Dom. He's got 4.4k gold to boot. He's gonna have nearly 5 feet less as this tower.
Top tower has fallen.
And he does. I'm looking at also 3 points of shrapnel over on Aoi 2000. Now 2 because he used one for the mid. And he got his blink dagger really early, so he can steal anything whenever he wants.
The Enigma does have his blink dagger, which is the semi-counter, but the issue is there's so much on EG that can stop him. There's the Queen of Pain Orchid, there's the Scythe of Ice, anything from AY will stop you, the Treant Ultimate.
Sorry, everyone's in this bottom lane right now. PL can't TP out anymore. He can still doppelganger deeper inside the tree line, that's why EG are just throwing everything they got at him. They charged him from the very start. But with a doppelganger, he basically skipped over trees. He got a blink dagger in. Middle lane, there's a little bit of damage coming into the Troll Warlord. He's still got Aegis the Immortal, and he's fighting underneath the Midnight Pulse. The SB's charging over to try and buy a little bit more space. He's going to come back up straight to the Black Hole. He's going to walk into it though, because he wasn't coming in from the right angle. And Troll assassinated. He's down for the count. Fear is running away.
I think honestly, if you're EG now, you might want to look for a fight. They killed, or the Troll, they used the Black Hole on him. That's pretty much the only thing that you're semi going to be afraid of at this point. Like, if you get 5-man Black Hole into Complexity's lineup, you could easily die. There's just so much AoE, but I think as it stands right now, they could probably look for the background, and at top they're baiting him.
It's trapped. But Fear's going to play now. Also, Sentinel will be part of this one. With the Scream, the Signature, the Grace will keep him alive. The Black Hole obviously not going to be here, and Sentinel just TP's out on the high ground. He does survive as the well will regenerate him up fast enough. Nice little shield block from the Ruby. He's got the Weave moving up for his own teammates, but the Living Armor doesn't protect him from that many PLs as they try and keep the chase going.
Yeah, that was a really good fight by Complexity. It was a good bait on the Innings.
Now we get the stomp off and they just hold him there.
Yeah, that was such a good bait by Complexity at the top lane. They showed Swindle, and Spiritbreaker's been charging him all game, so they knew that he was gonna go for him, and that was just such an aggressive dive. I think they assumed they could burst down faster if it was just the Dazzle there, but it was the combination of the Centaur waiting in the wings as well. So it's just a really well set up bait. And now Toby, now I think they finally take this mid tower, and this is a lot more magical away.
I don't think so.
No, they got
I don't think so. Oh, they cuffed him! That's what I was waiting for. Universe. He's kind of got a turn right now. He's got Blink in 1 second time. He's running out of mana TP. He's going to leave. He's going to help him out. With the melee wielding axe. They got a lot of work, and he got the badge over on the PL. The Centaur running up the river. That tower is still up, man. That tower, 13 points. I'll even deny it. All that work just for a denial. The Centaur, the Shallow Grave trying to protect him. He's going to TP, but do they have something else? The lead seed. He's going to go for the horse top. I think he realized the Shallow Grave was not going to last long enough. But there's two heroes down.
He got bashed, actually.
He got bashed? Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. There's like no way the Troll wasn't going to bash him there. He'd have to be so unlucky.
Watch this tower at mid. Do they have enough? Where's buybacks? Enigma and Sniper. Yeah, that's not going to help. But watch the ulti from Troll. And PPD. Attack, man. Attack.
No, you can't under Midnight Pulse. That's still so miserable. Oh, blows him up instantly.
With the Orca too. He's not going to blink after that. Manastar breaks free of the Orca. Wait, he does. With the attack, Fear just charges in with the Nether Strike. They're going to get a double onto the Spirit Breaker. He turns on the Blade Mail, with the Metal. Assassination. Fear knows it. He's dead. But the mid tower's gone down. And he's willing to finish this. The PO is alive again. He will defend this quite strongly. The Walling Axes are up. He's going to go into that again, Doppelganger, the assassination. And Warlord will drop. The Trio to try and find some extra space. The Centaur, 4-staffed up. Elder gets both the hooks up into the double edge. So Tree will fall apart, and EG do not take out the mid-racks. A dangerous thing to do when you're up against the PL.
But still, they had to use 2 buybacks. The Black Hole is off cooldown right now, which is the saving grace for Complexity, but I don't really know if they get anything on top of this. Tree's gonna respawn in 35 seconds, and it seems like every single time I think that Complexity is gonna be in a position to take a tower, they, like, right the second before they get it, something happens. And so EG able to defend that tier 1 tower for God knows how long, and like you said, the icing on the cake was that they denied it as well. But the problem right now for Complexity is that this farming continues to snowball. Oh, and
alright. He wants it. He really wants it. He's gonna get it. But with the charge, they got all the vision, so he's free sacrificing himself. in order to kill that tier 1 tower on bot lane.
It was maybe worth it. The issue is that he's going to be dead for quite some time now.
I'm going to say it's worth it because he's able to get this timer out of the way right now.
Yeah. I'd say honestly that it's worth it because I don't think EG get anything out of it like you said. So this is probably an okay move by them. You don't need the Enigma to high ground defend. He's just kind of the scary, he's the boogeyman. He's the factor that's going to stop you from overextending. That's about it. But I think when it comes to it, the PL, the Centaur, and the Sniper could defend by themselves. And if the Dazzle doesn't just get... Man, he got exploded on by the Queen of Pain in that last fight.
It's going to be worse. Universe just finished up a Shiva's guard, so there's no running from this.
There never was in the first place for that Dazzle.
I still find it kind of crazy, the fact like you can have the Shiva's guard, you blink fort, and the guard
it
area of
continues to
effect.
follow you?
Yeah, and it instantly coats the area of effect.
Yeah, it's even better on Storm, man. You hit like every single thing on the map while you're rolling.
Really, Fear? Really, Fear? We needed more damage onto the Spirit Breaker, obviously, with a little bit of attack speed. So he sells the Orb of Venom to pick up a Maelstrom.
I don't even know if his items matter at this point. You probably don't care too much about him. I feel like EG have enough damage and enough farm to take this game now. What's their net worth lead at? They're at 20k. They just need to look for a pick-off. Like, Complexity's lineup is really stubborn, and it's hard to fight into them just straight away because you throw down the midnight pulls, you throw down 3 shrapnels, you snipe the support heroes on the back, and it makes it really hard, even with living armor, to push into this. So you probably have to look for 1 or 2 pickoffs. The problem is that Complexity is going to stay 5-man just to get anything on this map right now. And so if you 5-man up the hill like this, you absolutely have to get something out of the map. And EG are collapsing in on mid. It looks like they're going to scout out the jungle, so they're just going to miss each other completely.
I'm watching Universe right now, and it's amazing how fast he pushes, farms. His physical DPS is so high for a Queen of Pain.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's the product of having an Orchid and a Scythe. It's just the amount of farm that he has, honestly, it's insane. And he's gotten primarily items that build into stats as well. Like the Axe just gives you all-around stats, gives you 10 all attributes. The Scythe of Ice is similar in that it just gives you a ton of stats. Like, his damage is definitely not lacking.
I've just seen a Queen of Pain early today as well with, like, she was pretty buffed up, but they gave her a lot of advantage, so there was also like a third range aura that was giving her a hell of a lot of a buff. This comp is doing more damage.
Man, I hate that hero. But Dro makes every single lane so hard to play against. No, I know that's your hero, right? But
yeah, she's my girl.
Man, she ruins lives.
She enhances life.
I guess.
Where else
look
can
at it
you
like
find
that.
someone that wherever you are in the world of Dota, she will be there with an aura.
There's a Crystal Maiden. It's
ever,
you literally just described Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, and so is Joe Ranger. I'm a fan of both. I love the Crystal Maiden.
Okay.
I really wish Crystal Maiden was played a hell of a lot more. I think she is an underutilized hero. If only she could have an extra 30 movement speed at base, I'd be really happy with her.
If she's been picked twice in competitive Dota in the past year, that's too many times. That's too many times.
What? She has. I know she has. Because I still cast multiple games with her. I missed the days of the anti-mage Crystal Maiden dual mid. That was awesome.
Now you've got heroes like that do it better though. You've got Wisp, you can do Lich. There's a lot more
Crystal
options.
Maiden.
It is a classic hero. I mean, they built an Arcana for her and she's still playing. Oh, and PPD she's caught out.
Nice free ulti though. Buys him a little bit of space and
and I think
the
he's actually
assassination
okay.
was the only thing giving him the vision. They can't finish the job.
Man, he has really just walked around a lot this game. Like he's just sat invisible, like lurking.
I actually gotta check because I don't know if Cart's still tuning in right now. Cart, if you're tuning in right now, please let me know how many steps PPD has taken in this game.
What an arbitrary stat to have.
It's so useless.
Oh, the Rubik does go down at bottom. And EG, they're farming out the map, but they're still unable to end this, and it's almost getting to a 30k lead in terms for EG, but still ending it against the PL, and the PL is actually getting quite farmed. Like, EG have a lot of map control, but he's almost got a heart now. He's picked up a diffusal blade with his, to go along with his Manta. Like, he has a pretty solid amount of farm, and the troll is less tanky than you'd think. Like, with Midnight Pulse down, if the sniper can get on top of him, if the Centaur gets a stun off before the BKB, they could pretty easily kill him. Like, this is still a decent game for complexity, considering how badly the early game started. I'm trying to hype this, man, to make it... I'm
actually with you. I'm just really fearful. I'm watching Deja Vu.
Oh, really?
Because this, like, there was a huge lead before, and then the PL found enough farm to get something similar to what this PL has, but not exactly. And he just held. He held and held, and then all of a sudden this is like, sweet, I buy BTs and I TP in, I've taken a Rax, and there was 2 guys that make a lap again, and they got solo.
Oh, and then bottom.
Nice hex, really nice hex from Universe. If all the space is set, we're going to get the follow-up. And now in comes that Sonic Wave. Huge amount of damage to the sniper. And that's what they're looking for. Nice black hole to PPD. He just flies himself into a stolen black hole for Howie 2000. That may be what we're searching for right then to end the game. As 4 heroes will drop. The PL is the only one left alive, however.
That's a buyback on Sniper as well.
Yeah,
he instantly bought that.
Okay, they're getting a double Raxus, at least. I love PPD's style points though. Like, he literally kick-slided into complexity there to get the ulti off, to then allow Aoi to come out of it and steal that black hole and return it.
This is power control.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
They do have Glyph though.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
PL
attack.
1v5.
Radiant's middle tower
He's got it
has
right
fallen.
now.
Cut, YOLO!
Radiant
Just like frickin' Doppelganger in, Manasar, Lancet, and then what 5 million of yourself create. That's all you really need. And well, okay, that will just pass too long. They got the hex on the PL. Okay, it's kind of
out, dude. That's the game.
It's kind of like we're just giving. Oh, hang on, that's the wrong one. We're kind of just giving rants to everyone who's watching on the MLG Pro League ticket, as everyone's witnessing a glorious victory for Evil Geniuses. Great night.